You have already locked down your network, your passwords, and your accounts, and now it's time to secure the actual devices that you use every single day. Today we are covering 4 simple and powerful steps: encryption, lock screens, find my device, and automatic updates. Because honestly, what is the point of great passwords if somebody can just grab your laptop or your phone and walk off with everything? Don't worry, this one is really easy and it's all built right into your phone and your computer. What's up, s'mores? I'm Shannon Morse, and welcome back to day 10 of my 30-day security challenge, where we make your tech smart, secure, and stress-free. Every single day, we are breaking down one concept of online security and privacy to make the process less stressful and to keep you from burning out. If you are following along, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. You can grab the full 30-day challenge checklist and the notes over at my website, which is shannonrmorse.com, completely free. All right, why does this matter? Well, here's the truth. Physical access equals total access. It means your device could be completely owned. Whether you accidentally leave your laptop in a cafe, your phone gets stolen, or your luggage goes missing on a trip, encryption and recovery tools are gonna be your best insurance policy aside from backups. Plus, auto updates keep you safe from zero-day exploits, and lock screens stop nosy people from snooping on your stuff. We all know that you should never ever leave your devices unattended. We all know this, because it could get owned in seconds. But in the event that you aren't thinking about it, maybe your mind is elsewhere, you accidentally leave your laptop unlocked on a table, you walk away from your desk at work and your desktop is wide open, or you leave your phone in a public bathroom, you want to make sure that device is protected. Even the most secure user can sometimes make a mistake. I myself left my phone in a public bathroom in New York just a few weeks ago. Luckily, I noticed that it was gone and missing like seconds after I left the bathroom, so I immediately turned around and picked it up off of the sink. But it was definitely something that I did because my mind was not thinking about where I had put down my phone for a second. It happens to all of us. Step number 1, lock your screen. Seriously, please do this. If your phone or your laptop gets lost or stolen, your lock screen is going to be your first line of defense. If your lock screen is still like swipe to unlock on older operating systems, I love you, but no. You can use a PIN, a password, fingerprint, or facial recognition, whatever works for you. Biometrics are going to be more secure than a PIN, passcode, or swipe, but if you have any reason to believe that your device could be seized by law enforcement, they can compel you to give up your biometrics to unlock a device, but they cannot compel you to give up your PIN due to self-incrimination laws. While some agencies, yes, do have access to devices that can bypass lock screens, these are generally going to be your best line of defense against your everyday criminals. So on Android systems, go into your settings, find your security and privacy page in device unlock. Choose PIN, password, or passcode, or pattern. PINs are gonna usually be the best one and the easiest to remember. Turn off smart lock if it auto unlocks on trusted Wi-Fi or locations. That's convenient, but it will be risky. And again, if you're worried about law enforcement or anything like that, turn off biometrics and just rely on a PIN or a passcode. On iPhones and iPads and similar devices, go into your settings, choose Face ID and passcode or Touch ID and passcode, tap turn passcode on and set a 6-digit code, and a bonus, set require passcode to immediately. Now, in any case, these are going to vary slightly on your current mobile operating system depending on which one you might have. On a Mac, you will go to your system settings and Touch ID or password, require password after sleep or screensaver. On Windows 11, that's going to be your settings, accounts, sign-in options, and choose Windows Hello PIN or fingerprint and set lock timeouts. A little pro tip, do not use a simple 4-digit code like 1234 or your birthday. Attackers try those first, especially if you are targeted in a cyber attack and they already have a bunch of information about you. Step number 2, turn on encryption. Without going super nerdy about like encryption protocols and standards and quantum computing, TLDR, encryption scrambles your data so nobody can read it without your passcode, even if they physically accidentally steal your phone or your drive. Modern iPhones and iPads are already encrypted whenever you set up a passcode, so boom, you're done. If you have an Android device, these are encrypted by default too as of, I believe, Android 11 and on, but double check under Settings, Security, Encryption, and Credentials. On Mac, you have File Vault. You can go to System Settings, Privacy and Security, File Vault, and turn that on. Save your recovery key somewhere offline, like your password notebook or a fireproof safe if you use one of those, just to make sure you have a backup. On Windows 11, you can use BitLocker if it's available to you. Go to Settings, Security and Privacy, or Privacy and Security, Device Encryption, and turn on. Save your BitLocker recovery key, print it out somewhere, put it in a safe, whatever works best for you, so you always have a backup. If you don't have access to Windows built-in encryption, you can also download a third-party app like Vericrypt to do it manually. It's open source, it's free, and it's great for encrypting drives and USBs. And remember, encryption takes a while to run the first time. It might take a long time, so maybe start it before bed and let it work while you sleep. Step number 3, turn on Find My Device. Accidents happen. Phones fall out of pockets, laptops get left in coffee shops. One time my friend left his backpack with his laptop in a locked vehicle just a few steps away from the front door of a coffee shop. He ran inside to grab his mobile order coffee, and within less than a minute, a thief did a smash and grab, smashed the window in, stole his backpack, and ran for it. It happens. It might happen at the worst case and worst timing, but both Apple and Google have built-in tools to help you locate, lock, or even erase your device remotely. On Apple devices, you can go into your settings, your name, Find My, and Find My iPhone or Find My Mac, turn on Find My Network, and send last location. On Android devices, you want to go into your settings, security and privacy, Find My Device, and switch that to on. On Windows and Mac, for Windows, you want to go into your settings, privacy and security, Find My Device, and turn that on. On Mac OS, it already uses iCloud's Find My System, so as long as you have that set up already, then you can use it. And then you want to test it, so grab another device and go to iCloud.com/find or Android.com/find. Ring your device and make sure it shows up where you expect it. Now, if you're finding this video helpful, a subscribe is a great way to support what I'm doing here. Subscribing is a very simple and free way to support creators on YouTube. So if you're following along with this challenge, hit the subscribe button down below, turn on notifications so you don't miss tomorrow's video. You can also grab the full checklist and the daily recap over at shannonrmorse.com. And a big Patreon shout out to my s'mores. You can join them and support my channel by going to patreon.com/shannonmorse for perks like early video access and my private Discord. As usual, all the videos on my channel are free to watch, and I thank my YouTube members and my patrons for making that possible. Step number 4, turn on automatic updates. Security patches protect you from exploits that hackers just love to automate. Updates might seem kind of annoying, but those bug fixes and performance improvements are really something like we stopped hackers from wrecking your week. So on iPhones and iPads, go into Settings, General, Software Update, Automatic Updates, and turn that to on. On Android, go into Settings, System, System Update, Auto Download, and turn that to on. And again, these settings might vary a little bit or slightly depending on which operating system and firmware update you currently have installed. On Mac, go to System Settings, General, Software Update, Automatic Updates, turn that one to on. And on Windows, go to Settings, Windows Update, get the latest update and turn that to on. A little pro tip, keep your devices updated too, not just your operating system. Older app versions are really easy attack targets. Go into your App Store or your Play Store settings and enable auto updates for apps too. And you should also be doing this for things like smart home devices as well as wearables. Step 5, lock screens and encryption for computers. If you have a newer operating system or device, you can also use Windows Hello biometrics or Mac OS's Touch ID and Secure Enclave. Locking your computer every single time you step away, even for a minute, keeps prying eyes out. I know, trust me, it is worth the habit. Nowadays, you can even set up your computer to auto lock whenever you leave your desk or after a period of inactivity. This can be really convenient, but this method is based on the location of your phone. When your phone gets up from your desk and goes out of Bluetooth range, like if you put it in your pocket and walk away, for example, the computer computer will lock itself. I don't depend on this. I manually lock every time I leave my desk. Also, another pro tip, if you're on Windows, you can actually hold down Windows key L to easily lock your desktop or your laptop. So you don't have to use the mouse every time to go down to the settings and click lock in the little settings menu. You don't have to do all that. You can just hit Windows key L. All right, a 2025 update, modern privacy tips. Stolen device protection, which is now available in iOS and Android, requires your biometrics or a PIN to turn off Find My or reset your phone. Turn it on if available. Advanced data protection for iCloud adds end-to-end encryption for backups. Turn that on under iCloud settings. And firmware updates now exist for smartwatches, for earbuds. Update those things periodically because they do store personal data. And congrats, you have officially leveled up your personal device security. So now, if your phone or your laptop ever goes missing, your data will be encrypted, your location will be traceable, and your apps will stay patched. And that's gonna be a huge win. Now that's gonna be it for day 10. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and NFC, some of my 3 favorite things to turn off, and why turning them off when you don't need them can save both your battery and your privacy. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss it. Grab your 30-day security challenge checklist at shannonrmorse.com. I'm Shannon Morse. Stay smart, stay secure, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.